Amanda Carter lived in a beautiful two-story home in suburban Illinois. To everyone else, she had the perfect life. Her husband, Daniel, was a successful corporate lawyer. They'd been married for 14 years, had 2 children, and on the surface, everything appeared picture perfect. But behind closed doors, Amanda felt invisible. Daniel was always working, late nights at the firm, weekends filled with meetings, and dinners spent on his phone. What once felt like love had turned into a cold partnership of responsibility. She missed being looked at, touched, desired. At 38, Amanda felt like her youth was slipping away, unnoticed. One morning, as she returned from the grocery store, she noticed someone new at the house across the street. A moving truck parked outside and a young man in a sleeveless shirt carried boxes to the porch. His muscular arms, youthful face, and confident energy made Amanda stop mid-step. Their eyes met for a brief second. He smiled. Amanda looked away, but a strange flutter tickled her chest. Chapter 2: The Boy Next Door. His name was Jake, 23 years old, recently moved back to town after college. He was helping his aunt settle into the house. He was charming, polite, and full of life. Amanda began seeing him often, during walks, morning jogs, and neighborhood errands. "Hey, Mrs. Carter," Jake would say with a grin. "Call me Amanda," she'd respond with a chuckle. Their conversations became longer each time. He listened, truly listened, to her stories, her frustrations, her passions. She talked about painting, about how she used to dream of running her own art studio, and how life just changed. "You're not old," Jake said one day. "You're stunning. You just don't see it anymore." His words echoed in her head all night. Chapter 3: A Spark Rekindled. On a rainy afternoon, Amanda invited Jake over for coffee. Daniel was at work, as always, and the kids were at school. They sat in the kitchen, sipping coffee, as the rain tapped against the windows. "You ever think about leaving?" Jake asked softly. Amanda paused. "What do you mean?" "Your husband. Your life. This whole shell. Do you ever dream about starting over?" Amanda looked down. "All the time." Jake stood up and walked toward her slowly. "You deserve to be happy. Really happy." There was silence between them. Amanda felt something build inside her, years of emotional starvation, loneliness, and unfulfilled desire. Jake reached out and touched her cheek. And Amanda didn't pull away. Chapter 4: Crossing the Line. It started with a kiss. Soft, gentle, unsure. Then another. And another. Amanda had never done anything like this before. The guilt came rushing in immediately after. But so did a feeling she hadn't felt in years: passion. Being wanted. They began seeing each other secretly. A kiss here. A touch there. Then a weekend where Daniel was out of town, and Amanda invited Jake inside. That night was the first time Amanda made love like it was her first time again. Jake wasn't just younger, he was present. He listened, cared, and admired every part of her. He ran his hands along her stretch marks and called them beautiful. He made her feel more alive than she'd felt in a decade. But reality was waiting around the corner. Chapter 5: Cracks in the Glass. Amanda became distant at home. Daniel noticed. "You've been distracted," he said one night. "Is something going on?" She lied, of course. Said she was just stressed. Tired. But Daniel wasn't stupid. One night, he came home early from work and saw Amanda walking back from Jake's house, hair messy, lipstick faded. Something in him snapped. He didn't confront her, not immediately, but he started watching. The guilt ate Amanda alive. She didn't want to hurt Daniel, and she hated the idea of breaking her family. But every time she was with Jake, it felt like she was living again. Jake, meanwhile, began to fall deeply in love. "I want to be with you. For real," he told her. "Let's go away together." Amanda's heart pounded. She had thought about it, dreamed of it, but could she really abandon everything? Chapter 6: Discovery. It all came crashing down one evening. Daniel found Amanda's phone unlocked on the kitchen counter. Text messages. Photos. Plans. He read everything. That night, he didn't say a word. But the next morning, he calmly placed divorce papers on the table. I know, he said. And I'm not going to fight. Amanda stared at the papers, unable to speak. I haven't been the husband you deserved. But you broke your vows. And I can't come back from that. She cried. Apologized. Tried to explain, but he had already made up his mind. Chapter 7. A New Life, a New Love. The divorce was quiet fast. Daniel kept custody of the children during the week. Amanda got weekends. It tore her apart, but she accepted it. Jake stood by her side through everything. They moved in together 6 months later, into a small apartment downtown, surrounded by art and music and color. Amanda opened that little art studio she always talked about, with Jake helping paint the walls and set up the easels. She laughed again. She danced barefoot in the kitchen. She woke up feeling loved. It wasn't always easy, people judged, especially because of the age difference. Amanda had moments of regret, of pain, of loneliness without her kids at night. But then Jake would hold her close, look into her eyes, and whisper, I love you, Amanda. You gave me your heart. I'll never waste it. Chapter 8. Full Circle. One sunny afternoon, Amanda hosted her first art exhibition. Paintings of emotion, pain, love, and rebirth filled the gallery walls. People clapped. Critics praised. Jake held her hand the whole time. Later that night, as they sat on the rooftop, watching the stars, Amanda leaned her head on Jake's shoulder. Do you ever think we were wrong? She whispered. Jake kissed her forehead. Maybe. But love doesn't always come in the right package at the right time. She smiled. Maybe she wasn't proud of how it started. Maybe it wasn't the story she would tell everyone. But it was hers. And in the end, love had found her again,